Hey, what's going on? You, my friends, are tuned into the Daily Geek right here on SweetGeekTV. I am your host, Griffin Granberg, and you know what? Today is March the 25th, 2009, episode 140 of the Daily Geek. That's right, lots of geek news, so let's get to it with story number one. Facebook is looking at possibly doing a Facebook currency, or at least that's what people are saying at this gaming industry conference. They're saying, hey, this would be totally cool because, you know, then the currency could spread across all different Facebook applications and games and blah, blah, blah. But here's the deal is, Facebook's talked about this a little bit, okay? I mean, and by a little bit, I mean a little bit, okay? So we don't know exactly when this is going to happen or if it's, in fact, going to happen or not. But you know what? We will be here for when it does or doesn't, and you know what? I will let you know right here on the Daily Geek. Let's move on. Story number two, Blockbuster is talking about how they weren't going to focus on iPhones and iTouches, that type of deal, but now it looks like, in fact, they are going to. But here's the deal is, I just always have this to say about Blockbuster. They are always about 50 steps behind what people are currently doing. I mean, Netflix just released, you know, how you can rate videos or rate different movies all there in your Facebook, all this cool stuff. And Blockbuster's talking about possibly trying to get onto the iPhone or iPod. I mean, it's kind of sad. So hopefully Blockbuster will catch up someday. Otherwise, they're just going to go out of business. Story number three, Project Playlist, which we talked about quite a few times, is being sued by pretty much every major label except for Sony BMG. Now, today, EMI is also joining Sony BMG in licensing their content instead of suing for Project Playlist actually using their content before. Now, Warner Music and Universal still on the suing path, but this kind of, you know, gives them a ray of light, if you will, for possible licensing from both Warner Music and Universal. But you know what? We'll just have to wait and see for that. Story number four, YouTube is blocked in China. That's right. All of China can no longer go to YouTube. Why is this? It's been blocked by the nation's, you know, firewall. No one really knows exactly why. Probably because, you know, somebody was spouting off about the Chinese government or whatever. And anyways, they've been blocked. So that's kind of interesting. They've been blocked since late Monday night, so at least over 24 hours. Once they get their internet access back and we figure out exactly why they've been blocked from YouTube, we will let you know about it right here on the Daily Geek. Story number five, the last story of the day. All Skype calls, excuse me, I have to say this is a very cool statistic about Skype, is that they amount for 8% of all international calls, which is quite impressive. That's 8% of all international calls go through Skype. That's huge and big. Now if eBay can figure out how to make money with Skype, woohoo! I mean, like, a lot of money with Skype. They would be in the money, if you will. And there you have it. That is the Geek News for March the 25th, 2009, episode 140 of the Daily Geek right here on SweetGeekTV. I'm your host, Griffin Granberg. And before we go, the question of the day is, would you use Facebook currency? Would you, you know, put money in to get special Facebook tokens or whatever and then use them on games? I personally, I'm not seeing myself doing this, but you know what? I want to know what you have to say about it. I will come back to every single comment left, and I look forward to reading what you have to say about the Facebook currency, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your hump day. I'm going to try to do the same, and I will catch you right back here for another Daily Geek with more geek news tomorrow.